Shawn Spears news. Is this a spoof? And if it is indeed a spoof, in what are they spoofing? Is this a spoof of WWE? Is it a spoof of the news? Is it a spoof of wrestling? It wasn't funny. It was weird. He did a good job at whatever it was. But this is not like, once again, in the logic of this universe, how was this thing produced and aired? Can you see on a UFC broadcast, if instead of Joe Rogan interviewing one of the fighters in the cage, this suddenly popped up and it was fucking, one of the Diaz brothers trash talking fucking George St. Pierre or whatever. Does the fighter or wrestler have the means and the facilities to shoot this thing and edit it and produce it and give it to the All Elite Wrestling crew? If that is the case, why did they air it? Because if they were in on it, then they're in on a heel. The actual television crew that's responsible for the program, for the promotion, is in on a heel, belittling and mocking a babyface. That's not right. So obviously this guy would have had to have this produced on his own, but why would All Elite Wrestling air it? Because there was no mention by a manager of we have bought this time or purchased this time. No disclaimer, the views of Shawn Spears are not that of All Elite Wrestling. And this guy's a prick that's going to any expense to get under the fucking skin of Cody Rhodes. The promotion is in on it. We're presenting an entertainment piece not to be taken seriously because this makes no sense in a logical world where this is actually happening. So we've launched into Green Acres. Instead of this fucking heel giving a really good promo and being well-spoken, like coming up with some really pointed material in a promo setting where people could take it seriously because he was speaking from the heart, he's doing this with help and validation from the promotion, so it takes the edge off of it. It doesn't make any sense. And once again, am I thinking too deep for these people? They don't understand it's not just the performance, it's the presentation.
Remember I said a few weeks ago, and you kind of dismissed it, that they should say, we have hired a crew of filmmakers, and every wrestler on the roster has access to a filmmaker. Because it's not just him. I mean, look, this segment was silly and stupid. I don't know what it was trying to achieve. But Darby Allin has his videos that are polished and made. Pac returned this week with a polished video where he's going back and forth between the scary look and just talking. And then there's this, and there's other people and other examples. You could just explain it that way. Like, the wrestlers, in order to express themselves fully, have access to filmmakers just out of film school that we've hired, that we brought on, and they'll be. And
they get that they can do anything that they want.
And they can do anything that we want. And we have assured them that unless it's something that's a crime, we will give them their equal opportunity. We will air it. Not just, hey, what's this? Hey, what's this airing now?
Okay, in 90 seconds or less, you just explained how all of that stuff could get fucking aired on television, but they don't bother to because they think because their entire audience is in on everything and knows it's all a bunch of fucking caca, and they don't want to include, I don't know, anybody who might actually want shit to make sense because that interferes with their creative freedom. Anyway, so he did a good job for whatever it was, did Shawn Spears.